Words are not just sentences spoken aloud. They are the keys to unlocking emotion, trust, and attraction. Think of the right words as subtle sparks that can ignite a deep connection, words that reveal respect, care, and genuine interest. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return, says the beloved writer Eden Abez. But how does one approach this? How can you create that spark right from the first conversation? Turn her on with words isn't just about flattery or charm. It's about understanding what truly makes her feel seen, appreciated, and valued. It's a guide to bringing out that genuine connection that everyone seeks but rarely finds. Many men wonder how to make her like you by just speaking, but the answer lies in how well you can connect her emotions to your words. Stay with us as we explore 14 timeless quotes that go beyond mere compliments. These quotes are designed to turn her on with words, to make her feel special, and to forge a lasting impression. Let's dive into these expressions that resonate and show what you feel without ever being cliché. Keep reading and find the words that could change your connection forever. Number 1. Building trust in relationships. Let's look at an example. In a quiet village, a wise old man once crossed paths with a stubborn, gruff farmer. The villagers cautioned him, whispering, "He'll never change. No one can make him see differently." Yet the old man didn't approach the farmer to preach or to challenge him. Instead, he simply sought to understand. With genuine curiosity, he asked questions, listening with his full attention. There was no judgment, no superiority, just empathy for the life and challenges the farmer faced. This open approach slowly broke through the farmer's rigid exterior. The old man's willingness to listen, truly listen, began to soften the farmer's heart, allowing him to reconsider a few of his old habits and perhaps even see new ways of relating to others around him. The encounter became a powerful example of the impact of genuine connection and respectful listening. It teaches us that reaching someone's heart requires more than words. It requires respect for their experiences and emotions. So how can this story inspire meaningful connections in our lives, especially with someone we're just getting to know, like a woman we're interested in? Building trust and comfort forms the bedrock of any successful relationship. Start by engaging in sincere conversations, showing real curiosity about her life, passions, and perspectives. A simple question like, "What inspires you the most?" can be the key to discovering her on a deeper level. Practice active listening, giving her your undivided attention without interruption, responding thoughtfully. This approach establishes a foundation of trust that can transform interactions. Adding a touch of gentle humor can warm the conversation, helping her feel at ease and valued. This approach taps into the core of Stoic wisdom. Good listening is as powerful as good speaking, essential to every true conversation, a sentiment echoed by the Greek philosopher Epictetus. True, focused listening has the power to transform, forging a connection rooted in trust and respect. Remember, as an active listener, you're not only learning about her, you're helping her feel understood and valued. By fostering an atmosphere of acceptance and curiosity, you naturally nurture a strong, lasting bond. In relationships, taking the time to truly understand, pausing to ask, "What's most important to you?" can make all the difference. Number 2, how to turn her on with words. Creating excitement and building true interest through words is truly an art, especially if you want the conversation to flow naturally. Imagine starting with open-ended questions that allow her to share more about herself. Instead of the typical yes or no prompts, why not go for something truly intriguing like, "What's the one place you visited that completely surprised you?" Or, "If you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?" These questions invite her to open up and reflect, forming a real connection. Here's a lighthearted one to break the ice. "So, what's the guilty pleasure show you secretly love?" When laughter fills the air, you're building a unique connection. The day is lost if one hasn't laughed, as Ralph Waldo Emerson once put it, and, as science tells us, laughter eases tension and fosters bonding. Just imagine her laughing with you, feeling comfortable and truly herself. Approaching with direct yet refined language is crucial, particularly if you're looking to connect deeply without appearing overly eager. Try asking thoughtful questions like, "What are you genuinely passionate about?" It's a way to show that you're focused on understanding her, not just impressing her. You could add, "I'd love to hear more about that. What drew you to this story?" A question like this, centered on her interests, not only feels genuine but signals that you're deeply engaged in learning about her. Giving her the space to share such stories encourages a genuine emotional bond, one grounded in shared joy and excitement. Another powerful approach involves reflective questions that stir her curiosity. If you could relive any day, which one would it be? Not only does this spark intrigue, but it also lets her share meaningful personal memories. This isn't about overwhelming her with flattery, but creating an environment where she feels seen and understood. Think about subtle humor as well. Instead of showering her with obvious compliments, blend humor with restraint and a dash of emotional intelligence. Say you find a quirky shared interest. You might say, "All right, one day we're opening a class on this together. Imagine the looks we'd get." A mix of lightheartedness and attentiveness lets her know she's genuinely appreciated. Connecting through universal values like curiosity, humor, and mutual exploration strengthens your bond. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people." Guiding the conversation toward shared ideas and dreams lays the foundation for a lasting, meaningful connection. Number 3. Turning a delay into desire. How to win her heart when plans go off course. Imagine this. You've planned an unforgettable Valentine's dinner with her. The reservations are set for 6 p.m., but suddenly, work throws you an unexpected curveball. You're stuck. No way out until at least 10 p.m. Your first instinct might be to send a simple, "Sorry, I'll be late" text, but you know that might let her down. Here's a different way to handle it. An approach that speaks volumes about your care, charm, and quick wit. Text her, "Hey, brace yourself. I have some bad news. Seriously, you have full permission to be mad, scold me, make me apologize however you want. Just promise you won't break up with me over this, okay?" Now she's intrigued, maybe even a little amused. What could be so bad? The curiosity kicks in, the little suspense holding her attention. Then follow up with, "The boss needs me here until 10, but I swear I'll do everything I can to be there by 8. And do you think they were still angry then?" Now she's likely having a little laugh because in her mind, she was preparing for something drastic. At this moment she thought, "I thought it was something important, but it turned out to be just that." This skill is the race to the bad outcome. First is to create communication by saying, "And I give you the relatively bad problem first, to make you less upset first. But the reality of the problem isn't that bad," ends up turning things around in a more positive direction. By framing it with a touch of humor and suspense, you've managed to take something potentially disappointing and make it lighthearted. Anticipatory framing, a powerful technique often used by people with high social intelligence. This strategy can turn a potential letdown into a moment of connection. When you communicate in a playful way, studies in psychology suggest it can ease the emotional load and keep things positive. Brooks, 2014. It's all about perspective. Perception controls reality, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely put it. The moment she realizes it's just a delay, the situation lightens, almost as if it doesn't matter at all. Think about how often top students say, "Oh, this time I didn't do well on the test," only to end up with high scores. Or at parties, people with high IQs often say, "Oh, we're in a hurry this time." There are many places where the receptionists are not attentive. What's happening here is you're setting a frame that allows her to feel, react, and understand without the sting of disappointment. It's like offering her a lifeline into how you're feeling and being candid about the situation without diminishing her experience. You're showing up as honest, relatable, and caring. You're letting her know she's a priority even when life throws its inevitable surprises. This isn't just about smoothing over one evening. It's about creating an atmosphere of trust and anticipation. She'll see that you're the kind of person who handles things with a sense of humor and a sense of responsibility. By sharing a little of the worst-case scenario, only to reveal it's not that bad after all, you're able to create a sense of relief, even joy. So when you finally make it to dinner, the frustration fades and she's excited to see you rather than upset by the wait. Because ultimately, it's not about how perfectly everything goes, but about how gracefully you handle the unplanned. And that's the kind of memory that makes even a delayed Valentine's dinner unforgettable. Number 4, the art of building anticipation, captivating her with words. A young man driven by admiration went to his teacher with one question burning inside him. "How do I connect with the woman I cherish?" His teacher gave a slight smile and replied, "Tomorrow I'll tell you." The following day the young man returned, only for the teacher to say, "Maybe another day." Each visit left him with more questions, more eagerness, until one day the teacher finally shared, "When you look at her, be real. Speak with honesty, but don't reveal everything. Leave space for her mind to wander." This was the lesson in anticipation and mystery. He realized that connecting was an art of subtlety, a dance of revealing just enough to captivate without giving it all away. Why does this work so well? Research on psychology and human connection explains that suspense and delayed satisfaction are powerful. They nurture deeper, lasting bonds. Studies show that engaging someone's imagination taps into a core part of connection, making it unforgettable. Fredrickson Love 2.0. It's not a new idea. Oscar Wilde once said, "The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last." Imagine saying something simple but loaded like, "I can't wait for when it's just us." Just a hint of what could be, inviting her mind to wander. You're letting her fill in the blanks, asking questions like, "What will he do?" or "What does he mean?" The magic lies in creating space for curiosity, an invitation for her to explore you on her terms. There's something so captivating about the unknown, the possibility that keeps her coming back eager to know more. Think about it. How many times are we pulled in by what we don't yet understand? A great story, an unfinished song, each captures us because there's still something left to discover. And in this way, attraction becomes a journey of discovery, one that's full of intrigue and new horizons. When we lay it all out at once, we risk dulling the magic, making everything too easy. So, how can anticipation change a new connection? The beauty isn't in all the details you give, but in the ones you hold back. Mastering anticipation is about understanding the balance of when to speak and when to remain quiet. It's about hints, enough to keep her engaged, thinking, "What's next?" Try saying, "I have a little surprise for you, but you'll have to wait." It opens the door to possibility, allowing her to dream and create ideas in her mind, keeping her intrigued and curious. It's an open-ended gift, one that shows there's more to you than what's on the surface. Not only does this draw her closer, but it also reveals a level of depth. When we share a little of ourselves without giving it all, we're showing both strength and subtle confidence, a blend of control and ease, reflecting principles of Stoicism. This is a dance, a way of building connection, of crafting a narrative that doesn't need flashy details. Instead, it shows the quiet power of anticipation. But building suspense isn't about playing games. It's about inviting her into an experience where patience has value and discovery brings joy. Much like a novel revealing its story one page at a time, anticipation is what draws her in, each word becoming part of a larger story, one that unfolds in a captivating, natural way. This is where the art truly lies, not in filling every silence, but in letting silence speak as much as the words. When you give her space to imagine, it's a shared experience. You're not just talking, you're building something real, something layered, and that's what captivates. Being someone who leaves a lasting imprint not by saying it all, but by holding back just enough. Think about the beauty in this, the simple magic of what's next, and how that question alone can keep her captivated. With patience and the grace of allowing things to unfold naturally, anticipation becomes your most compelling tool. Number 5. How to make her smile. Compliments that truly connect. Ever wondered, what's the most genuine way to make her smile without seeming rehearsed? Real compliments, the kind that stir her heart, are not grand gestures but simple, authentic expressions. They reflect what you genuinely observe and value in her. Stoic wisdom tells us that real attraction begins when we notice and appreciate what's truly remarkable, rather than what's simply flattering. Imagine starting a conversation with her, watching her reactions as you speak. You might say something quietly impactful like, "I don't need words to understand you, just looking into your eyes says everything." Or perhaps something playful and specific that shows you notice the little things. If you were a song, I'd put you on repeat all day, the kind of tune that never gets old. Take a moment to consider, what kind of compliment makes a lasting impact? When you compliment her, let it come from a place of genuine interest. If she's passionate about her goals, say something like, "Your drive inspires me." It's like you see the world through a lens where anything is possible. Compliments about character and achievements often resonate more deeply than comments about appearance. Why? Because they acknowledge qualities she values in herself, creating a shared moment of understanding. If she's quick to make others laugh, try saying, "You have this amazing way of lifting people's spirits. Being around you feels like a breath of fresh air." Or if she's a remarkably creative soul, tell her, "Every idea you share is like a piece of art. It's as if you're life's own muse." The power of noticing. Letting the compliment match her values. Compliments that focus on qualities like kindness, intelligence, and humor build stronger bonds than vague or shallow remarks. Famous psychologist William James once said, "The deepest craving of human nature is the need to be appreciated." By recognizing what's truly remarkable about her, you naturally leave a lasting impression. The art of pausing. Let her response guide you when you compliment her. Resist the urge to fill the silence right away. Does she blush, laugh, or respond enthusiastically? These reactions are signs of comfort and connection. Allowing your compliment to linger without rushing adds sincerity. A thoughtful pause often carries more weight than words because it lets her feel the fullness of your appreciation. Remember that the best compliments encourage her to see herself through your eyes. By showing genuine curiosity and admiration for her unique qualities, you create a warm moment that makes her feel appreciated, respected, and inspired to be her truest self. Number 6, the power of timing and tone in communication. It's fascinating how the smallest details in our interactions can have the greatest impact. A calm, gentle tone and well-timed words can foster closeness, signaling that you truly understand another person's needs. Imagine this. You're with someone going through a tough time. Instead of jumping to offer advice or solutions, you simply listen quietly. And when the moment feels right, you say, "You know, I'm here for you anytime you need to talk." This simple, reassuring gesture can have a profound effect. easing their tension and creating a deep sense of connection. Renowned relationship expert Dr. John Gottman once noted, "Feeling heard is so close to feeling loved that most people can't tell the difference." By being fully present, you don't just hear their words, you genuinely see them. Reflecting on this approach, we see the strength in gentle words that let others feel valued and understood. Consider using open-ended questions like, "How can I support you?" or "Would you like to share more?" These invitations create a safe space, conveying understanding without judgment. In moments of silence, your attention itself becomes a kindness, showing patience and empathy, core Stoic values that emphasize measured responses over emotional reactions. This way of connecting reveals that often the deepest bonds come not from powerful words but from gentle, timely communication. Number 7. Speak from the heart, the quiet power of genuine confidence. Begin with this realization. Confidence in your words is magnetic. It draws people toward you effortlessly. When you speak with a sense of certainty, it creates an aura of security and dependability. But think about this. Have you ever noticed how someone speaking with a faint, trembling voice seems uncertain or, at times, even insincere? People are drawn to authenticity, to someone who stands firm in who they are. Here's a real-life approach. When you're talking to her, anchor your words in genuine truth. Instead of trying to be someone you're not, focus on sharing your honest thoughts. Imagine this. You're talking about something you're truly passionate about. Picture yourself speaking calmly, your voice steady, grounded in what matters to you, without the need to raise it or show off. Did you know a confident man often captivates simply by staying grounded in his words? This might surprise her, it might even make her pause. And that's the beauty of it. Confidence doesn't need to be loud. It can be quietly compelling. Engage her with genuine questions or thought-provoking pauses to let the conversation breathe. Consider asking, "What do you think about that?" or saying, "For me, it's like this." These simple phrases create space for her to be heard, inviting her voice into the dialogue rather than taking over the conversation. When you do this, you're not just talking, you're connecting, you're listening, and she feels truly valued. It's like building an unspoken rhythm where words flow naturally and comfortably, each thought wrapped in respect and sincerity. In doing so, you create a safe space, a space where both of you feel seen and understood. It's in those subtle, intentional pauses and those moments of asking her opinion that she starts to feel something profound. In those moments, she sees a person who doesn't just speak, but listens and respects her thoughts. Someone who's confident without needing to boast. It's the quiet confidence, the comfort in one's own skin that ultimately leaves a lasting impact. Number 8. Be playfully challenging. Imagine this. You're sitting across from her. The conversation flows effortlessly, yet you spark a subtle thrill by weaving in playful challenges. It's not just about making her curious, it's about encouraging her to think deeply and feel genuinely connected. Take a guess at what I'm thinking right now. I'll give you a hint. It's about someone who makes my day brighter each time I see them. Here, you're inviting her to step into your thoughts, dropping the hint that she's already captured your attention. This not only fuels her curiosity, but conveys sincere appreciation, a perfect mix of honesty and lightheartedness. So do you think you could surprise me? I'm betting I could surprise you too, but you'd have to ask me what that might be. This playfully throws down a challenge, inviting her to join a small game where the stakes are wonder and intrigue. By holding back a bit, you create a subtle suspense, enhancing the magnetic pull between you. When you laugh, it feels like the room gets a little brighter, almost like I'm watching fireworks. Compliments like these, genuine yet understated, create a warm, positive energy. The metaphor here intensifies the moment while staying sincere without going overboard. If you had to guess something surprising about me, what would it be? I'm curious to see if you'd be right. This question invites her to read into you, layering the conversation with depth and drawing her in to discover more. They say that you can learn a lot about someone just by looking into their eyes. So, what do you think my eyes are saying? This quote hints at something beyond words, suggesting that shared silence often says more than any words could. The mystery lingers, leaving room for her own interpretation. By using phrases like these, you allow the conversation to lead with charm, intrigue, and just the right dose of mystery. Each question is a subtle opening, respecting her thoughts while inviting her to see the world through your eyes, where the unexpected is always waiting to be discovered. Number 9. Pose thought-provoking questions. Crafting a truly engaging conversation is not just about small talk, it's about sparking curiosity, inviting vulnerability, and opening doors to new worlds through shared perspectives. Thoughtful questions can gently encourage self-reflection and allow her to share more about herself in genuine and captivating ways. Here's how. If you could feel one emotion forever, what would it be? This question goes beyond surface level, offering a glimpse into what genuinely brings her joy or peace. It's open-ended and reflective, encouraging her to think about moments in life that have brought her lasting fulfillment. Whether it's tranquility, excitement, or gratitude, this question can spark a conversation about her most cherished values. It's also an excellent segue into exploring any common values you may share, building a foundation for deeper connection. If you could meet anyone from history, who would it be and what would you ask them? This question taps into her curiosity about the past and what resonates with her on a deeper level. Maybe she'd choose someone like Eleanor Roosevelt or Nikola Tesla, revealing her sources of inspiration and fascination. By asking what she'd want to know from them, you add a layer of depth, not just about admiration, but about the insights she might hope to gain. As Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." This conversation could lead to new insights about each other's aspirations and curiosities. Do you believe everyone has a unique purpose in life? If so, what do you think yours might be? Philosophers, scientists, and leaders have pondered purpose for centuries. Asking her about purpose allows her to explore what drives her and whether she thinks about life's direction in a meaningful way. Many people find purpose through relationships, creativity, or their impact on others. Scientific studies even show that people with a strong sense of purpose tend to be happier and live longer. Engaging at this level fosters connection and ignites her own sense of inspiration. If you could live one day as anyone in the world, who would it be and why? This question is playful, lighthearted, and yet profound. Choosing to walk in someone else's shoes for a day can reveal hidden dreams or ambitions. Maybe she'd like to experience life as a pioneering scientist, a world leader, or simply the simplicity of being a nature photographer. This question keeps things fun while giving her the freedom to express a unique side of herself, allowing you both to imagine life from new perspectives. If you could relive one day of your life, which one would it be and why? There's a beauty in this question. Nostalgia often brings up cherished memories and joyful experiences that have shaped her. It's a way to learn about her past and what truly matters to her, offering insight into her life's journey so far. People often treasure moments of love, accomplishment, or unexpected joy, making this a powerful conversation starter that reveals the heart of her most meaningful memories. What do you wish people would ask you, but they never do? This question is like unlocking a secret door to her inner world. It gives her a chance to express what she feels is overlooked or misunderstood about her. Often, the answer reveals something surprising, building a stronger bond through shared understanding. This question invites her to be seen and heard in a way that's both authentic and refreshing, leading to conversations filled with openness and resonance. Through these questions, you're not just chatting, you're journeying through each other's stories, sparking new possibilities, and building a meaningful connection that transcends small talk. Number 10. Express authentic emotions, creating a magnetic connection. Words hold an undeniable power, especially when used to express genuine emotions. But how can we shape our words to spark attraction and build a meaningful connection with someone special? Picture yourself sitting across from her, the air thick with unspoken words and silent anticipation. You lean in slightly, your voice steady yet inviting, and you ask, "Have you ever felt like the universe is somehow working to bring two souls together?" It's a simple question yet profound, inviting her to sink into her emotions and create a space for connection. Words aren't just sounds, they're vessels for emotion. When we express ourselves authentically, we don't just connect at a deeper level, we inspire curiosity and genuine attraction. Authenticity builds trust. Share your own experiences, a moment when you felt truly alive or deeply challenged. For example, I once stood on a cliff feeling the wind whip around me, realizing fear was just excitement in disguise. This vulnerability opens a door for her to reflect on her own experiences. Capture her attention with questions that allow her to reveal more of herself. Ask questions like, "Ordinary moments like talking to you become precious memories that I will always cherish." Or, "Do you know? The simple moments when we are together are the most wonderful treasures in my heart." These open-ended questions not only spark conversation, but also give insights into her personality and values. Lighten the atmosphere with a bit of humor. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I think it's really in the eye of someone looking at a pizza. This light-hearted joke shows your personality while making her smile, creating a sense of comfort and ease. Stimulating emotional connection through words is all about sincerity, engaging her mind and sharing a piece of your soul. The right words, spoken sincerely, can be a bridge to her heart. So next time you find yourself sharing a moment, ask yourself, "What's the most genuine thing I can say right now?" That question might just ignite a spark that leads to something extraordinary. Number 11. Empowering her journey. Supporting someone's growth, especially someone you care deeply about, is a powerful way to deepen your connection and build lasting trust. It's not just about applauding their achievements, it's about seeing and celebrating the journey itself. Here's how you can inspire her in a way that makes her feel truly seen, appreciated, and motivated. Take time to acknowledge the effort she's putting in, not just the end result. Recognizing her dedication shows you value each step of the journey, not just the finish line. Remember, as Thomas Edison once said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work." This helps her feel that her hard work is seen and valued and that you appreciate her journey as much as her successes. For instance, try saying, "I can see the dedication you're putting into this, even when things get tough. It's so inspiring to watch you push through. How do you feel about your progress so far?" Encourage her growth by creating a safe environment for her to take risks and show vulnerability. Emphasize that mistakes are just part of the journey. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the obstacle is the way. When she knows you're there to support her through any challenges, she'll feel empowered to face the unknown with confidence and resilience. You might say, "I admire how you're willing to try new things and push your boundaries. What's the next goal you're aiming for? I can't wait to see where you go with it." Ask open-ended questions that show her growth matters to you. This curiosity lets her know you're not only involved but genuinely interested in her perspectives and aspirations for the future. Consider saying, You're making incredible progress. Have you thought about what you want to tackle next? I'd love to hear what's inspiring you to keep going. Real growth often requires persistence and resilience. Acknowledge her determination to keep bettering herself. This recognition can be a significant motivator. Psychologists tell us that recognition releases dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, which promotes positive behavior and resilience. Try saying, "The way you keep moving forward, even when things are tough, is so impressive. Your resilience is an inspiration to everyone around you. Do you feel the change in yourself from this dedication?" Show her how her growth positively impacts both you and those around her. Positive reinforcement strengthens behaviors, making it more likely she'll continue growing in these areas. You might say, "Seeing you become the best version of yourself brings out the best in me too." Your growth doesn't just change you, it inspires everyone around you. Do you feel the impact you're making? Small wins build the foundation for bigger achievements. By celebrating every step, you help her see that her progress, no matter the pace, deserves recognition. For example, "You've come so far in such a short time. Every little victory counts, and it's amazing to see you grow day by day. Are you as proud of yourself as I am of you?" In any relationship, as Lao Tzu advised, we should lift each other up to become better versions of ourselves. This sentiment can be a guiding principle as you encourage her, fostering an environment where love and support fuel each other's growth. Remember, genuine encouragement is about seeing her strengths, valuing her efforts, and showing her that her growth matters to you. Through positive recognition and open support, you'll help her become the best version of herself. So ask yourself, how will you show up today to inspire her? Number 12. Highlight her passions. Expressing authentic interest in her passions reveals a depth of care that goes beyond casual connections. When you genuinely listen and dive into what she loves, you're inviting her to feel seen and understood. Imagine the moment. She's showing you her latest artwork, each brushstroke vibrant with meaning. You could just nod, but instead you pause, really absorbing it, and say, "It's incredible how you bring this piece to life. The way you talk about your art, you light up the whole room." In that instant, she knows you're not just there to listen, but to truly see her. Engaging this way creates a unique space where she feels valued. If you want to spark her admiration and curiosity, try questions like, "What inspires you most when you create?" or "How did this passion first start for you?" By asking, you're inviting her to share her inner world, showing her that her journey matters deeply to you. Relationship expert Dr. John Gottman says that nurturing a love map, understanding each other's dreams, fears, and aspirations is key to deep emotional connection. It's about more than just listening. It's the willingness to engage with her on a level that celebrates her essence, going beyond the temporary or superficial. In the essence of Stoicism, let your attentiveness and curiosity be evident through your actions, not just your words. You don't need elaborate gestures. Instead, active listening and genuine interest often speak volumes. When you ask about what excites her, she feels that you value not only what she does, but what drives her. The more you share these moments, the stronger the connection becomes, building a bond rooted in respect and understanding. By allowing her to open up and show you her world, you create shared experiences that resonate, deepening her respect for you. In this dynamic of mutual interest and understanding, the relationship flourishes. So engage with her passions. Ask the questions that uncover what lights her up. And as you explore together, you'll find a connection that feels as natural as it is profound. Number 13. Respect her space and wishes. Creating an emotional spark in her through words requires a uniquely empathetic approach, one that respects her autonomy while building an emotional closeness. Imagine crafting a safe space where she feels fully understood and free without the weight of expectations. Instead of pressing her for time or closeness, say something like, "If you need space, just know I'm here whenever you want to talk." This phrase speaks volumes. It's the simple assurance that she is valued on her terms. It's an invitation for her to trust you and open up in her own time, without feeling tethered. It's subtle, yet powerful, sparking her interest gently and allowing her to feel both valued and respected. This mindful approach naturally strengthens the emotional bond between you. Then, imagine leaning into gentle, open questions that pique her interest, like, "Do you feel a little lighter now?" This isn't just a question, it's a way of saying, "I see you, and I want to understand you better." This openness creates an atmosphere where she can safely share her thoughts, bringing you two closer in a truly meaningful way. It's an art of creating a comfortable space where she feels free to be herself, subtly inviting her to share more as she feels ready. When people feel respected and free to choose, they naturally gravitate toward those who provide that space. One classic example is mirroring her language, reflecting her unique wavelength which can resonate deeply, allowing her to feel understood in a way that sparks genuine interest. Think about the impact of saying, "What would make you happiest right now?" Such a question shows sincere curiosity without any agenda, fostering a sense of closeness that feels effortless. By respecting her emotional rhythm, you're creating a space where she feels safe around you, finding an emotional security and connection in her own way. Respecting her space and framing gentle, open-ended questions, rooted in empathy and stoic self-control, rather than trying to control others, can create a profound, lasting impact. When she feels seen and appreciated, the emotional connection naturally follows, drawing her closer to you in a truly authentic and deeply fulfilling way. Number 14, acknowledge her strengths. To inspire and uplift her through your words, focus on affirming her character traits, resilience, or intellectual qualities rather than just her appearance. Complimenting her personality shows depth and genuine appreciation, aligning with American communication styles that value individuality and personal growth. By focusing on her strengths, you make her feel seen and valued in ways that go beyond superficial praise. For instance, you could say, "The way you handled that situation really showed both your strength and grace," or, "Your creativity never fails to amaze me." You have a remarkable way of looking at things that brings fresh ideas to any conversation. Why shift focus from appearance? Numerous studies have shown that affirmations focused on inner qualities create a lasting positive impact on self-esteem. By acknowledging strengths like resilience, kindness, or problem-solving skills, you're encouraging her to grow and excel. Dr. Kristen Neff, a leader in self-compassion research, emphasizes that focusing on inner qualities boosts emotional resilience and fosters self-acceptance, which can be especially meaningful in developing deep, supportive relationships. Make your compliments meaningful by being specific. Instead of simply saying, "You're smart," focus on the unique traits she brings to the table. The way you navigated through that project with such clarity and insight really shows how talented you are. Ask open-ended questions that invite her to share more. For example, how did you come up with such a creative solution? What motivates you to handle challenging situations so calmly? This not only deepens the conversation, but signals your genuine interest. Examples to spark inspiration. Try using real-life scenarios to highlight her strengths. When I saw how you managed that team meeting with everyone's opinions in mind, I realized how exceptional your leadership skills are. How do you stay so balanced in those situations? Your dedication to helping others is inspiring. It's rare to meet someone who cares so much about the people around them. Draw from the wisdom of thinkers to reinforce your sentiments. Albert Einstein once said, "Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value." By echoing sentiments like these, you're acknowledging her deeper qualities and showing her that she embodies values worth cherishing. Shift the focus of your praise toward qualities like intelligence, resilience, and kindness to create a lasting, meaningful impact. Compliments that center on personality and strengths foster trust, deepen bonds, and inspire a sense of mutual respect, drawing both of you into a more fulfilling connection. As we wrap up, remember the power of words is unmatched. They can spark intrigue, build connections, and even elevate attraction in ways you may have never considered. Just as we've discussed in Turn Her On with Words Immediately, 14 great quotes for you. The subtle art of choosing the right words can create a powerful impression. If you're looking to understand how to make her like you with sincerity and confidence, it all comes down to authenticity, respect, and knowing when to let your words speak for you. When you master this, you're not just becoming more attractive, you're also building a foundation of mutual respect and emotional depth that keeps her coming back for more. Now, if you enjoyed these insights, show your support by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess. Your thoughts matter, so please share them in the comments and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more empowering content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.